Hey Wid Fam, this is Leo with One Happy Widow. Today I'm going to share with you some resources, particularly for the freshly widowed. So come along with me and let's take a look. Okay, Wid Fam. So I want to share some resources that have pretty much always been available to you, but you may not be aware of, especially since we've got a lot of new subscribers and a lot of new people in our Facebook group that are freshly widowed and are just trying to kind of make their way and figure things out. So I'm just going to go to some websites and go to some places and just make you aware of some resources that some of them were created by me, some of them are just resources that I know about, that I've heard about, that I found. And so I just wanted to share a few of those really good ones with you so that you, if in case you're not knowing where to start, where to go, what to do, how to find help, that maybe this will help you. Okay, it's not just for everybody in fresh grief, but it'll be a great place to start. And even if you are kind of farther along in the process, these may be some things that you weren't sure about or didn't know about, and so it may help you too. Okay, so I'm still learning how to do, here we go, still learning how to do all of my new programming, but so here's what I want to do. All of the links of the websites and places that I'm going to show you are going to be in the description below the video. So if you can't remember what I typed in to get to these websites, it's fine. They will be linkable below, and so all you have to do is just look in the video description and scroll down and you'll be able to find all of these links. You'll be able to go directly there. Okay, so the first resource I'm going to take you to, and you can see I've already got it typed in, is my website, onehappywidow.com. Now, it's still a work in progress because I have got a new server, whatever you want to call it, and I've been moving all of my stuff over to this new website, but I finally have it to where at least you can navigate the skeleton. Okay, and so I'm going to be adding as we go, but as you can see up here, you can directly go to the YouTube channel by clicking here. You can go to my courses that I have right now. I just have the mini course and the regular pivot course. You can go to my blog where I am adding in articles there. You can, hit the contact. You can hit the about us. The logging in is for later on when we have our community. So once I set the community up, that'll be where you log into the community. Okay. So if you want to scroll down also, I have these three little icons here. So for those of you who might be in fresh grief, I will have resources, and some of these resources I'm going to show you today will end up here. So as you can see, it says coming soon, but you will be able to see the resources for fresh grief, and I'm going back. You will be able to see the resources for those in the valley of grief, and we talk about that a lot when we talk about being in the pivot course. And then when you are at that point of acceptance and growth, that's where I will put the resources there. Okay, so as I get them added into the site, that's where you'll be able to go. If you scroll down a little bit farther, you'll be able to click here and watch the video about the grief pivot course that I've created. And you can also click here to find out more. So these are just a few things that I'm getting set up on the website. It's real simple right now, but at least it'll be like a main hub for you to be able to go to and find those resources. All right. Also, I wanted to, there's a couple of other places right on the website that you can't find them from here, but when some of them are in my videos. So there's one that I have that if you go to onehappywidow.com/journal and you go there, it's going to take you to a place where you can put in your name and email and hit submit, and you'll be able to get your grief journal templates. Okay, they're just printable journal pages, blank journal pages. You can pick the ones that you like, you can print them out, and you can start journaling, because I've talked a lot about journaling and how important it is. And so if you want to get to that point where you want to start journaling, you can do that. Another place, again, I will have these all in the links below, so you don't have to worry about remembering how to get to there. Okay, but if you go also to onehappywidow.com/contact, you can also sign up for a free checklist for the newly widowed. So it's a real simple checklist that I created of just a list of all the people that you need to contact when you become a widow, because right then you're probably not thinking of all the things that you need to do. So it has a list there that just kind of lets you know that you need to contact this person, this person, this person, that person, this person, and you can just go down the list and make sure that you haven't forgotten anyone. And this is just a free little checklist that you can, just kind of print it out or put it on your page that you can use to make sure that you haven't missed anybody. Now, that one is the simple one. It's the free one. But then I thought about, I want to be able to create a course where, for the freshly widowed, okay? So it's like a step-by-step guide of everything that you have to do from the moment that your spouse has died until, you get through with that first whirlwind thing. So I started looking to do some research to create that, and I found a website where someone has already done that. And so I thought, well, why would I recreate the wheel? Because the widow's guide that I'm going to show you in just a minute is, it's pretty comprehensive. It has everything on it that you need. And so for me to have just recreated the wheel and done the same thing that she already did, it just wouldn't have made any sense. Okay. So I contacted her. Her name is Kim, and she's with Widow 411. So I'm going to go there and I'm going to show you. She's got the ultimate survival guide for widows. Okay. Like I said, I could not have improved upon what she already did. She pretty much has the entire guide there already, ready to go. And so rather than me create it and then try to let you have it, then I just figured I would take you here. And so Kim with Widow 411 is, she created this ultimate survival guide for widows. I'm not going to go through every single text here, but you can go through and you can see, and there's a video here that you can watch, and you can just go through this and read it. You can follow an action plan, complete tasks, organize to-dos, save time, use templates, record it. So it's pretty much, there's another little video that kind of tells you about yourself, but it's pretty much a comprehensive guide to surviving widowhood in the very beginning. Okay, so it goes through all the processes, and this is an affiliate link for me. And so if you click down below and you click on this and go to the Ultimate Survival Guide, then I will get a few bucks. You will be able to get the Ultimate Survival Guide. Everybody wins. It's very comprehensive, and like I said, my checklist is just a checklist of just things that you need to, like, hey, you need to you need to contact the funeral home. You need to contact the preacher. You need to contact the, the place to get your death certificate. Those types of things. Real simple. This is very comprehensive, and it is step by step. It will tell you everything that you need to know, so that you don't even have to think. You just have to look here, and you have to go through the survival guide. It will tell you every single thing step by step that you need to do, so you don't even have to think about it. All right, so that is another widowed influencer that has created some resources for you. So this one is awesome. So that's your ultimate survival guide. Click on the link below and it'll take you directly there. All right, this is my YouTube channel. If you go to the YouTube channel, just go to youtube.com/onehappywidow, and it will go here. And here is the popular uploads and the created playlist. But if you click here to videos, then it will already be sorted by the most recent ones here, and then all the way down to, there's my Vlogmas, all the way down to the very beginning. Also, if you go to playlists, this is like all the topics, that I've put together. So Vlogmas was right here. We got Surviving the Holidays right here. We have Dating After Loss right here. So all the stuff about dating you can click on. Humor, we've only got the one because we had it, and a lot of people got mad when we made a humorous video. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. We've got widowed parenting here. We've got 15 on mental health, we got 5 on physical health, and we got 32 for widowhood, which is basically like all the general stuff. All right, so that's how to navigate the YouTube website. All right, now we're going to go to the Facebook website. So if you go to facebook.com/onehappywidow, it might not look the same here on yours because this is like my back end, but if you would go there, and if you're already not a member, then you can join. and it'll have a few questions that you have to answer, and then you'll have to put your email address in, and then it'll just have some questions that you have to click off and say, yes, I agree to the rules. But this is an awesome place to go. It's a very supportive group. It's free to join. All you got to do is answer your questions. It might take a few days sometimes before I can get around to. It's usually not more than 3 or 4 days before I go ahead and update the people who have added to join. So anyway, that is the Facebook group of One Happy Widow. Like I said, very supportive group, very positive, uplifting, very caring. It's a safe place for everyone of all walks of life, and so definitely go there and join, and that'll be a great resource for you. Another really good resource for a lot of people is something called Grief Share. Now, Grief Share is one of those things where a lot of people really like it, and then some people are like, nope, don't like it, did not like it one bit, it didn't help me at all. And you know what? It just kind of depends on what your needs are, but most people who try it actually like it. And what Grief Share is, it's a group therapy for people who have lost loved ones to death, not just widows, but any other family members or friends, but anyone who has lost someone to a death, that's for them. It's also, just FYI, it is faith-based, and so it's always going to be in a church, and it is going to be Christian related, and so there's going to be some things from the Bible, and they do talk about God and Jesus and things like that. So if that's not for you, then that wouldn't be something that would help you. But it does have a lot of good information. I've tried it, a few of them, and it was very helpful for me, mostly for the group though. From the group, like the talking points and things like that. Let me show you how to do this though. If you go to Grief Share and you go right down here, I put my zip code in, and then all you have to do is click Find a Group. And then it is going to show you, why did it not show? Milner, let's go. Okay, so it will search, and you can change the distance if you want to. I put within 30 miles, I put all types, all days, time frame, all groups and events. So if you can see here from my zip code specifically, this is my church. It's right across the street from here. It's at Rock Springs, and there is the next group is listed there. And there's another one here in Williamson, Georgia. So there's another one here. So you can see how many miles it is away. These are meeting in person, meeting in person, meeting in person. Also, let's go ahead to this first one. Let's click on More Info. All right, if you click on More Info, it will tell you when the next meeting is, what time it is. It shows the map, it shows the details, it shows the person, the leader, it shows her phone number. The cost is $0. Usually it doesn't cost much, $5 or $10 at the most for your workbook, but most of the time it's free. Ours here is free. This one is meeting in person, and then it does have childcare available, but also if you go down here, this is kind of important to me anyway, is it's always 13 sessions, okay? And it's like in a cycle. So it starts on the first one, it goes down to 13, but then it just starts over. So you don't have to start at session 1. You can start any session you want and then just keep on going around. But you can see here that this session here on the 13th is actually the very last session. So if I was going to start from scratch, I might wait and let this one repeat and see when it starts again, because it might not start the very next week, but after session 13 it's going to start again on session 1, and then you'll be able to start from the beginning if you want to. So you can just kind of click around. Here's another thing that I wanted to share with you. If it's too far for you to go, or if COVID is hitting, or if you don't want to get out or whatever, go here to location type where it says all types, and go ahead and unclick the in-person and just go to the virtual, and just hit OK. Now you've got, and you might even click a different distance if you want to, because this is still kind of local to me, but it is online. So you can see right here where it says meeting online at Fayetteville, Georgia, meeting online in Stockbridge, Georgia. I mean, you could go bigger distances, because if you're going online, it really doesn't matter, right? But again, if you hit more info here, it shows that it's currently meeting online. There's your group website. See, this one actually costs $20. So, I mean, I guess you have to get your workbook maybe mailed to you. Maybe that's why it's a little more expensive. But anyway, you would go to the website, and then again, when you scroll down here, this one is actually about to start on August 8th. So on session 1. So the next one that they're going to start will be the first one. So if you want to go to that one and start from scratch, you can go to those. All right, you're going to watch a video. It's about like 30 or 40 minutes, and then it's, group sharing. But the videos are a little bit on the long side. I wish they would shorten them a little bit. But, and sometimes it's about the group dynamics. Sometimes you'll have some really strong personalities, and they might not mix with you. But, you just have to kind of click around. But anyway, that's Grief Share. I just wanted to give you a little information about that if you're interested. I am not affiliated with this in any way. I've just done it. I've heard a lot of people who have done it, and so this one is just something, a resource for you to visit in case you might want to do some group therapy. I mean, even for $20 though, for 13 sessions, like that's beans compared to like some other counseling that you might have to pay for, to do. All right, and then this last one, I just wanted to remind you about my pivot course. The pivot course, it's not 2 different courses. It's like a mini course, which is the first. There's four modules in the pivot course. The mini course is just the first module of it. The full course is all 4 modules of it. And so in the full pivot course, there are 28 lessons, separate lessons that have videos, they have printables, they have PDFs that you can do, and there's different, every single lesson is a different topic. And it's basically for people who are kind of past the fresh grief, but when you're trying to pivot from grief to growth. So you might be kind of stuck in a rut or at the bottom of that valley, and it's time for you to, to pivot into your new normal, if that's what you want to call it. And so it just kind of helps you to get out of that muck when you're kind of stuck in a rut. It gets you to change your mindset. It's a lot of mindset changes so that you can eliminate some of the negative ideas that automatically come to your brain, and help you to train yourself to think more positively. All right, so that's my grief pivot course, and that you can get to that where going to www.griefpivotcourse.com, and maybe not. griefpivotcourse.com. There it is. Again, you don't have to memorize that. It'll be linked below. But that is my pivot course. That's my flagship course. It's the first and probably the biggest course that I'm going to create. I've got some other things in the work, but this is my labor of love, my baby that I created. And I mean, if I say so myself, I think it's a damn good one. So just saying. If you have any questions about that, you can email me at onehappywidow@gmail.com. Like I said, you can go through there. Here's the table of contents. So if you look at week 1, this right here is what week 1 is. If you were to purchase the mini course, okay, and that's going to be down below also, it's a little cheaper. That's going to be just this week 1. Okay, that's module 1. If you get the whole pivot course, then you're going to get all 4 of these. Okay, you're going to get these for week 1. I say that it's week 1, 2, and 3, 4, but you really cannot complete the course in 4 weeks unless you're just a marathon. And you really wouldn't be able to, and you really would not want to, because you really want to take your time. You want to think about these. You're going to practice these exercises that are, and the homework that is in there. And so anyway, I really should just have named it like module 1, 2, 3, and 4 instead of week 1, 2, 3, 4. But anyway, you can still see what the topics are here, between 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so here are just some good resources for you to start if you're not really sure where to start. You're not really sure what to do, where to go. Start with the website. just click down on these resources down here. I'm just going to list them in the links. So they're all going to be active links. Give them a try. Check them out. Some of them are free. Some of them are paid. It just kind of depends on what you need, where you are financially, and that kind of thing. So, like I said, don't hesitate to contact me if you have questions about any of these resources or any others. And until next time, we'll see you on a next video with the next topic. So, see ya. Thanks for checking in. Bye.